Hey, rock stars. Good morning. I'm testing out here some really fun technology going live on YouTube. What up, YouTube? And Instagram. What up, Instagram? And today I want to talk to you guys about how to break through your visibility blocks. If you are a spiritual woman entrepreneur, coach, consultant, healer, you're coming out of the spiritual closet with all your gifts and all of your fears, all of the fears of worthiness, of being judged, of the perfectionism, right? What are people going to think? What's my family going to think? What about my identity? So the self-doubt, right? If you're struggling with any of these things, you're going to love today's live stream. Drop a comment in the chat so I can say hello. Drop a question. My name is Vanessa Simpkins. I'm the founder of Take Your Power Back Now. That's a women's empowerment company. And I've spent the last 14 years helping spiritual women live their purpose and break through their visibility blocks. Many of my clients have 6- and 7-figure businesses. And it started out by writing this book, Take Your Power Back Now, the story about healing from a toxic relationship that I never wanted to share. And that turned into a global movement. And I love helping women break through these blocks. So today I'm going to cover, why do spiritual women especially struggle with visibility? What is that really all about? How to and some simple tools and tips to help you guys get your work out there in the world, because you're all like love warriors, love leaders, you're the rock stars. The world needs you right now. So let's talk about your identity. Right? You have a job, maybe you've had these gifts, maybe you're super intuitive. I'm super intuitive. I've been using my intuitive gifts now for several years. I tune in, I hear women's stories, and I'm able to give them program names, help them with angles for their videos, content. Here's the strategy, here's the engage and convert strategy. And it's very easy for me to do. It's very natural. I love doing it. And so the gifts that you have, whatever they are, maybe you help people with nutrition, maybe you help people with relationships, maybe you help people with spiritual downloads, with, nuggets of wisdom. The key to creating a business that allows you to have, confidence, cash flow, viewers, impact in the world, the recipe is really simple. It's about being visible. So you can write this down, super simple, delivering value and making offers to people who can say yes. Hey, what's up? It's so rad to see so many people here on Instagram and YouTube. Good morning. Good morning. So be visible, deliver value, make offers to people who can say yes. Now, it sounds so simple. It's like, yeah, Vanessa, that's like such a simple recipe. But what prevents people from actually doing it is this, false ego, is this, this identity. Oh my gosh, people are going to judge me. The perfectionism. I have to look so good on camera, right? I just came out of a workout, you guys. You guys are getting like a hairbrush, slap some eyelashes on, some lip glue, and I haven't even had a shower yet. I'm just like, yeah, I'm going live before I leave the house. And I had this in a download last night when I was doing some meditation. So there, especially for women entrepreneurs, we have this like shame, right? Of like, oh my gosh, body shame. This has to go, right? I love doing photo shoots for women to show them a new aspect of themselves. And that allows people to, put their work out there. So having a new identity and really doing the inner work. So think about this. When you see you, and I'm going to talk about like shadow work. I've been diving into that for the last few years. When you're able to see you, when you're able to go to those places, the shadow, the uncomfortable feelings, this is something I've been noticing with working with my clients on the inside. Some of my clients work with me on inner work in this engage and convert strategy program. And some of them are doing, this work for their relationships, because all business is relationships, right? So you're only going to be able to be seen by your audience when you can be okay and see these parts of yourself. And most human beings, creatures of habit, we don't really want to go there. We don't really want to feel those gnarly feelings, right? But it's a feeling is a feeling. It lasts 90 seconds and then it's gone. So this really impacts business and visibility and relationships. And it's such an important topic that I wanted to bring this to you. So your ability to be with those feelings, with those parts of yourself, not to fix them, not to abandon yourself and get rid of them, or, oh, I'm going to rush and, do some content or busy myself or distract myself, right? But be with them allows you to kind of close what I call these energy leaks. Yeah. So these energy leaks, and to the extent that you can see yourself, that you can hold yourself, that you can be with yourself in those uncomfortable moments, is the extent that other people will also see you, your audience, that you'll be, you will be okay with being seen, being heard in a whole new light. And it's actually impossible for your business to get out there until you do this. I don't care what kind of Facebook ads course you're taking. You have your website, right? It has nothing to do with that. Social media right now is another huge opportunity for everybody. There's I'm playing around here today. I've decided, I'm going to test out this live stream here on, I got the camera over here, live on Instagram, live on YouTube, just to play around with technology for free. You guys can be visible, deliver value, make offers to people who can say yes, make videos. Why aren't you doing that? I don't know. What's going on in there, right? Is it a fear of being judged? Is it the worthiness? Is it the fear of judgment? So many women that are super talented. I mean, rock stars, have amazing gifts, struggle with this. So if you struggle with this, you're not alone. And this is really a huge piece for you and a huge key. So many of the clients that I work with are so overwhelmed with social media, the technology. Oh my gosh, it's always changing. Do I do a reel? Do I do a story? How do I put myself out there on video? Oh my God, body shame video. Yikes. Eep, right? No, don't want to do that. But as you guys can tell, there's nothing perfect here about me. I have, I'm still in my freaking workout gear. You know what I mean? I'm just decided to go live and play around and test out some new things and share. So the other thing that I can tell you is social media is super cool. Now that I've had some time to kind of play around here and look at things, I did a reel, I'm playing around with reels on Instagram. Facebook has reels as well. So a whole new visibility strategy. And you can get 6,000 views. I got 6,000 views on a reel in less than 2 hours. Blows my mind. So I'm really excited to share this with you guys because we all know human consciousness is awakening. People need your help. They do, whether it's in health, relationships, business. So here's a tip for you guys. When people are struggling with visibility, they're actually making it about themselves versus making it about the people that you can impact. So I want you to be aware of that, right? Are you making it about yourself, your own judgment of self? So I was having a conversation yesterday with a client, and I'll drop the link here for you guys. If you want to get an intuitive business reading with me, I'm going to drop a link where you guys can book in. For that, it's $100 to $200. After the session, you can pay that with PayPal, and I'll just tune in and give you my read on, what you're chewing on, and different ways and strategies to get yourself and your business out there in a way that's correct for you. I look at human design. I listen to your story, and it's really just phenomenal. So I was having this conversation yesterday, so I'll drop the link after. And I was having a conversation with a woman who had just had kind of a confrontation with one of her friends. And I was like, oh, that's so interesting. This person was judging you. And she's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, so there's the reflection. So where are you judging yourself? Right? And let's go into that, because we're all God experiencing itself. So what we're doing. So we have the reflections of ourselves. And so if you have pulled in this person or this event or this frequency of somebody judging you, it's to show you, hey, I'm judging myself. Where do I do that? Right? And then can we go back to that moment in time? Let's talk about inner child work, reparenting yourself, right? Doing the strap your tits on and do the work. That's what I'm talking about, right? Closing that energy leak will allow you to have a very different reflection in your personal relationships. All business is personal relationships, guys. So, like bringing this awareness of, your interactions with people and using them as a kind of like a mad scientist, like, ooh, what's that about? Ooh, let me go and, close that energy leak. And I'm telling you, your life becomes a magic carpet ride. I have seen this happen time and time again with clients. The other really rad part about being with these very uncomfortable feelings, and I believe the whole world's waking up, like we're all in this massive awakening right now. It's a trip. And what I notice personally and also with clients is, when we go through these very down moments or feelings, or, like, oh, melancholy, or, we're talking about like really big, hard feelings, grief, loneliness, hopelessness, um, really big, really big feelings, really hard feelings. If you're willing, to the extent that you're willing to be with that part of yourself, the next day, a couple hours later, boom, you will have access to the opposite feeling, the joy, the elation, the opportunity, the love. Because, this is duality. I love talking about duality. To me, it's a magic carpet ride. Wholeness. So doing this work is really so paramount to your visibility. And go ahead and ask me any questions if you guys want. What's up, Nikki is here. There's so many people. Hey, what's up, AB? Oh my gosh, I can't even pronounce your name, but it's so rad to see everyone here tuning in. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I want to encourage and inspire you to do the deep inner work, right? That's really the only thing I'm available for these days. I want to connect with more people who are like ready. I want to live my purpose. I want to improve my relationships. I know I got shit to do, and I don't want to let this the doubt and the fear pull me back from living my purpose, because we all have the opportunity to like stretch out into, really like expand into this magic carpet ride. Love will lead your life, or fear will lead your life. We have this choice. And so it's like learning how to love in this unknown. And it's super scary for what? For your ego. Thinks it's in control, right? It holds us in wanting control, wanting approval, wanting safety. That's the not self. Yeah. Can you let love lead? That's the magic carpet ride. And then can you, turn whatever lemons that you have, right? The story, the past, into lemonade, and share that, share that experience with people. What works right now today really well is inviting people into an experience. That's what they want from you. That's what connects. So I've been having a ton of fun with my clients, helping them with what I call like a visibility boost. We do rad podcast interviews together. And it's like just a rad conversation that we invite people to. And then you get to be interviewed, and it's just a rad conversation. And that works really well today online. A lot of another area that I want to share with you guys, if you are in this, coming out of the spiritual closet with your gifts, a lot of people get stuck in what I call the earning without ever the learning without ever earning mode, right? You're taking all these courses, or you're like, oh, I'm getting the website, and I'm just like, that's not going to do it for you. You can, all of that's just to build this confidence within yourself of like, one day I'll be ready when. What if you're like perfectly ready right now? Think about it. You have, like, let's say on the topic of, I don't know, emotional intelligence or vulnerability or shadow work or social media. Let's say you're at like a grade 6 level of awareness of mastery. Well, you have like grade 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 kindergarten. You can help all those people. You don't need a PhD. You just need to be willing to be visible, deliver value, and make offers to people who can say yes. And social media it's free. I mean, you got an iPhone, you can jump on here and help people. And that's the give before you get, right? That's how it works. I'm gonna have a sip of coffee. Brandy says, we need to go online together soon. Absolutely. So happy that you're here, Rockstar. Brandy's friend of mine here in Mount Shasta. We went up on the full moon here just recently on the mountain. It was so magical. This place, Mount Shasta, is talk about transformation. I've been having a ton of fun with, helping people here in my home, doing retreats, private retreats with people. It's kind of the inspiration for this live stream today. I had a client come and stay with me for 10 days. And, she was like, the visibility. Like, I just want to get my work out there in a way and share what I love to do in a way that feels good for me. And the technology, like, oh my God, I was like, rad, let's come on over and open up your computer. And we sat upstairs, in the kitchen. And I was like, she was like, oh, this website. I'm like, delete it. It's old. There's the old identity. Kiss it goodbye. Easier said than done, right? Holy shit. Easier said than done. I get it. How do you like birth this next evolution of you? How do you let go of the old to make way for the new? It can be really hard, especially to do by yourself, and then these inner, these inner blocks. So we had so much fun, going to rad waterfalls, doing photo shoots, and then using that in the evening. We'd come home and cack and laugh, and I'd make stories and posts. She's like, how are you doing that? I'm like, here you go. Here's some pictures that, from the day. Here you go. Launch these. Here's the strategy. Here's how it works. Let's delete this website. Here's your new, here's your new platform. Here's the new links. Here are your new offers. And it was just really fun and easy. So I've been really enjoying having people here in my home, doing more personalized work with them, and taking them to all my favorite places. There's like so many waterfalls so close to the home. The mountain, the lake. I love my life. I would not trade it in for the way that I used to live. And even the business model that I used to have. I have a lot more peace in my life. Hallelujah. Freaking Luya. Priceless. So get out of the learning without ever earning mode. You are good enough. You are ready enough. You are wise enough. Are you willing? And if not, like, what prevents you from just testing something out, going live, like just hitting the go button, making an offer? What's that about? Right? You say you want this. Really? What's what I call the Tony Robbins syndrome, right? I'm not Tony Robbins yet. I need to have like all these accolades and PhDs. And now you just have to be willing to help people. That's really what it is. Brandy says, Vanessa, you've made this entire journey of soulful business magical. Thank you. Yeah, it's really about, living your purpose and just being willing to serve and give and show up, right? Show up for yourself. That was somebody calling. Just hang that up so it doesn't interrupt the live. Let's see, is it working? It's giving me a microphone here. Okay, looks like it's good. So Tony Robbins syndrome, you guys are ready. You don't have to be Tony Robbins to help people. You just have to be willing to be visible, deliver value, and make offers to people who can say yes. And the recipe is really simple. It's that is the recipe for cash flow. So everything that stands in the way of you doing that is something to look at, right? The shame, body shame, huge for women. Oh my God, my wrinkles. Oh my God, I'm overweight. Oh my God, how am I going to compete with these 20-year-olds on TikTok? You don't have to. You just have to be you. So rock stars, I hope this has been valuable for you. I hope it's been inspirational for you. I really wanted to come on here and let you know that the world needs you and you don't have to be perfect. I was painting my deck. I've been like painting. I've been painting my deck for like 2 weeks. And I was always painting the deck. I was like, it looks pretty good, but I'm like, oh, there's a little bit missing over here in this crack. You can see kind of, the old wood in between the cracks on the deck. And I'm like, good enough. It's good enough. It's good enough. Get it done. Move on. It's actually, I'm pretty proud of myself. It looks really good. Then I started looking on the side. I'm like, oh my God, the side of the house. I'm like, well, let's go find the stain. And I painted the entire side of one of the sides of the house yesterday. And, I was really proud of myself. I was like, shit, good enough is good enough. Get it done and move on. Same thing. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be willing. And, the gifts that come from, again, who you impact. You're either going to make it about yourself and you're going to stay stuck, or eventually you move out of that into, not the fear of judgment, not the fear of perfectionism, not the self-doubt, not the unworthiness, and you move into the greater purpose of who gets helped, how you impact when you show up, and make it not about you, but about them. That's a game changer right there, you guys. So with that being said, this has been like a long live. So enjoyed connecting with you guys here on YouTube, here on Instagram. I'm going to drop a link. Maybe I'll put it here. If you want to book an intuitive business reading with me, if you have ideas, if you're like, people always ask me like, which direction should I go in? What's the best way for me to do this? They have me look at their funnels. Sometimes I have, people that have been in business for a long time and are just redirecting their brand, their offers. I have people that are new that have, been in sales for a long time, or, in their job for like way too long. And they're like, I know I have this big purpose and I'm kind of like scared. Can you help me figure out, what the best angle is? Absolutely. I'm really good at that. So I'll drop the link to an intuitive reading. It's $100 to $200. You can pay for it after the session via PayPal, and we can record it if you want and jump on like a Google Hangout or something, and then just hear what comes up for you. That's been so fun. I've really, really enjoyed doing those. So I'm opening up some time in my calendar just to connect with you guys one-on-one. And then I also have an Engage and Convert program where we look at, what's actually really working these days on social media. How can you create an experience for people to be a part of, to get to know you? And how do you use that in your visibility strategy? And we also do a lot of the inner stuff, what are like looking at those blocks and closing those energy leaks. We look at shadow work, reparenting your inner child. Massive if you want to be seen and impact people. It's kind of like necessary. So you can take a look at some of the different offers on my website. Take your power back now. Hit the links. Subscribe if you're on YouTube and you want to get notified for more of these rad live streams. Drop a question for me so I can take a peek at that as well and answer you. Send me a private message if you guys have questions. I love you so much. Thank you for tuning in. And just know that, if you tuned in here today, I don't believe it's because of coincidence. I don't believe in coincidence. I believe in like divine synchronicity. So know that this is a message for you to get your work out there. World needs you. I love you. See you guys real soon. Mwah.